Bird Gang. We up in this thing. You already know what it
Sir,
is.
yes, sir.
I mean, it's hump day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we just, F the Titans, this the other day. And, AJ Brown did this one too. And we talked before the game. I was a little apprehensive a little bit. I thought the game was gonna be a little bit closer than it actually was. But the Eagles, they showed up and showed out, right?
Yes, they did.
I mean, what's your thoughts on the game, man? Like, how do you feel about, where we stand right now compared to the rest of the league? And, what are your takeaways from that win we just had?
Well, I feel like we have definitely we've definitely proven that we the team to beat right now.
Thanks.
Man. Like I'll be the first to admit I was a little concerned coming into the game.
Yeah.
With our run game and our run D, should I say.
Right.
And stopping Derrick Henry.
Of course.
But
problem.
We shut old boy down. Like, I know
30 yards.
Yeah, like
Tannehill had more yards than King Henry the eighth. Talk about it.
Facts. I'll definitely say with that, I was pleasantly surprised, man. Like, for them to show up, shut down King Henry, keep him to 30 yards.
Right.
I was proud of that. Now, as far as the NFC,
yeah.
I really don't. I mean, I know we still got to see Dallas. We still got to see the Giants and all that.
Right.
I'm not seeing no real competition in the NFC. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty damn confident in saying that the road to the Super Bowl is coming through Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Street. You already know what it is. I'm confident with that too. Go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we about to have home field throughout, and I mean, I don't want to put the horse in front of the cart. I mean, put the cart in front of the horse, but
right.
I don't know, bro. I feel like we might be going to the bowl this year. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
If we could play the way we've been playing, the way we know we can play, I don't think it's a team that could beat us.
That's real talk.
Now, as far as the AFC goes, it's heating up over there, man. I feel like it's more. The AFC race is more competitive than the NFC.
It is. There's more parity in the AFC than NFC to me.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
You got a nice little lineup over there with them boys. You got the Chiefs, you got the Bengals that's looking good right now. The Bills,
the Dolphins might make some noise.
Dolphins, I mean Lamar, he banged up a little bit, but Ravens.
You never know with Lamar.
Right there in the event.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real talk.
So it's like the AFC got some hitters.
Right.
I feel like we got a nice solid lock on the NFC.
100%.
Man.
You know what? Hey, I'm gonna say it right now. Hurst MVP. That's the guy right now. And I've been the biggest Hurst critic. Everybody knows that, right? But you gotta give man flowers when he deserves his roses, right? This dude, 1 week, he run for 157, still throw 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Had a rushing touchdown, maybe one or two. But the point is, he was offensive player of the week for the NFC.
Right.
The week before. This week, he do
like 350 or something?
380, 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
It was nothing.
And 1 rushing touchdown, 4 TDs total, and got NFC Offensive Player of the Week again, back to back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like awesome Drake stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I know you say you gotta give the world tour. You know what I'm saying? Is that a world tour or your girl tour?
Fact, bro. That's a whole fact. And like at the end of the day, man, it's like it's funny because not just you, like just watching like the commentary, man. Like a year or two ago, they was dragging Hurts.
Oh, I was leading that bus.
In the media, they was dragging Hurts, man.
Nice, real shit.
And now it's so much dick eating going on right now. It's like it's almost sickening, man.
But you know what?
What I'm saying?
It's like before the season started, I said I'm rolling with him because that's what we got. So I hope he did his numbers. He upgraded, and I'm gonna roll with him because that's all we got. And he excelled. He exceeded, my expectations by far. Like, if we'd have talked about this, in August, July, going into September, would Jalen Hurts be an MVP candidate? I said hell to the no. I'd have been house on that. You know what I'm saying?
It was definitely a prove-it year for him.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He still got a year on the contract. But, man, you got to get this man his flowers, man. Like, really, and I think, as far as his passing acumen has stepped up so much, and he's improved that aspect. He always had the legs. But one thing that you can't, the it factor about Jalen is everybody loves his charisma, man. Like, this dude 24, and these dudes, like, he got old grown-ass dudes, like, really following him and, like, kind of even looking up to him because they trust him. They believe in what the kid is selling. And you know what? He don't got to sell it. The great salespeople is the ones that ain't got to say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he walk it.
You know what I mean? Like,
talking,
he walking. You can see it. So if I take away that game where, we had the haters, the Titans were coming into town, and you know what I noticed, man? Like, I'm on these sites like Bleacher Report, and I be talking my issue, whatever. And it's like, no matter who, like the week before we play somebody, during that whole week, they'll say, oh, now y'all got this team. They gonna bully y'all. They gonna do X, Y, and Z. Let's see what y'all do with somebody who play y'all. Then when we beat them, oh, y'all ain't playing nobody. Come on, man.
You know how it go, bro. You know how it go. The only team that gets the benefit of the doubt, no matter.
It's Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys.
You know what I'm saying?
Gerard's team. We're not going to talk about that picture today, but we're going to talk about that soon. He was in the wrong place at the right time because somebody had a camera. There wasn't no camera phones out that day, but they caught Jerry Jones. You know what I'm saying? 57 years ago doing some nonsense, man. That's why he will let his team kneel, and protest and everything, man. Hey, still waters run deep. You hear what I'm saying to you? So,
indeed.
When it comes down to it, we were supposed to get bullied on Broad Street. Don't they know about the Broad Street bullies? They know. Did they not know about that?
They don't know.
They definitely know now. And you know what? I'll say it again. Like, this has like been the first time I can honestly say that no matter what team, if you're not an Eagles fan, whatever fan base you're from, I've received hate from every fan base but our own. Like, AFC teams, dudes be like coming at me like, bro, we ain't got no beef with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that if y'all make it to the Super Bowl, but like right now, like, why y'all cut? Oh, y'all ain't playing nobody, boom, boom, boom. Y'all lost to the Commanders. Let me tell y'all something about the Commanders. The Commanders are in a playoff hunt, right? They the only team that beat us.
If the season was to end right now, all 4 teams from the NFC East is in the playoff.
They coming in, right? So, and then they gonna say, well, they ain't nobody. Well, if they ain't nobody, how they in the playoff hunt? Like, I can see if they was like 3 or 12, 3 or whatever, but they played a good game, and they might even make the playoffs, And you know what? And then there's an asterisk beside that game because there's a lot of things that went wrong in that game that could have went right. And I hopefully, what I want? I do want to see them. I hope they make the playoffs, and I do want to see them. I must call that right now. I think we owe them one. You know what I mean? But listen, against Henry, we talked about Jordan Davis' impact as far as run defense. He played 11 snaps. You know what I mean? He wasn't there the whole game. He made a difference, yes. But what you're seeing is the elevation and maturation that's coming in before your eyes. You have 2 veterans that came in Joseph and Sue. And right there, those names, first of all, these are big names, right? So from a psyche standpoint, if I'm playing defense, like, these dudes older, but these dudes dogs. You know what I'm saying? And then I get to put now Jordan Davis back, and I get to put him in the middle between them two. If I want to run that way, hold on, still got Fletch. Oh, hold on, we still got Hargrave. Hold on, we still got Reddick. Hold on, we still got Sweat. Hold on, we still got Graham. What's going on? What? You know what I'm saying? Come on. You know what I mean? And then, hey, listen, like, your whole point, nobody can beat us but us, in my opinion, because it's like pick your poison. Like, we ran against Green Bay, set a record. Then the next week, we killed them on the goddamn in the pass game. So what you want, G? Pick what you want. We can do it all any way you want, and our defense is stout. And the offense, listen, our offense is so good that people are forgetting about our defense. It's crazy.
That says a lot, bro.
And our defense,
coming from a quarterback that was highly scrutinized and in question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I got to give the man his flowers. I was leading that charge. I didn't believe in Jalen Hurts at all. I was pissed when we drafted him in the second round because I felt like he couldn't distribute and help Wentz, mature. And like he wasn't going to help the team that year. And he didn't help the team the year. But, foresight is, that's why I get paid the big bucks, right? So Howie, I don't know if Howie wanted to sign Wentz in the first place, to be perfectly honest with you. Like, it was like, you just signed him to a contract, but then you draft a quarterback in the second round. Like, what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? But maybe he's seen something that we didn't, and how he got out of it. That's why he's executive of the year right now. But Jalen Hurts, I mean, all flowers to him. And then when I look at the whole NFC, 49ers are what? 49ers defense is unbelievable, best defense in the league. But now they got a third string quarterback that was the last draft pick of the year. It's a rookie. He might win a couple games, but are you gonna put him on like when it's playoff time? Y'all not the Ravens, bro. Y'all not the 2002 Ravens. I mean, y'all defense is good, but y'all not that. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all put a Trent Dilfer in there, y'all just want to make this thing happen, especially with these juggernauts out here. So 49ers, I'm not worried about them anymore. I think Dallas, I can't wait for this Christmas Eve game because I'm tired of hearing all of it. I just want to get it settled, bro. I want everybody to be healthy. I want both sides be healthy, toe-to-toe, heavyweight fight in your house. We coming. Like my man Deion Sanders said, we coming. You know what I mean? So, like, as far as that goes, I think, I don't see us losing another game. You got somebody on the schedule. Like, the Bears scare me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. The Bears, Justin Fields scare me a little bit. Like, that might be a trap game.
Yeah, it might be a trap game. They coming into their I guess, stride, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
and they at home. And we don't play well in Chicago, bro. We don't play well in Chicago.
Facts, but I still feel like Justin Fields, he is the team.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it's like with our line, we gonna have him on his bicycle.
We gonna have to play spy. We're gonna spy him some.
He gonna throw a couple of air passes because we're gonna be rushing him, or he gonna take off running. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like he might maybe give us a little bit of a struggle, but once we get him down to a science, man, it's it's a cakewalk. You feel me?
Yeah,
they don't got no threats outside of Justin Fields. You shut Justin Fields down, you shut down the Bears.
You shut down the game. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't know they had anything because they traded all their good players on defense. So we should win that game, but that's the only game I'm kind of nervous about. I think we're gonna be ready for Dallas. I think that's gonna be like there's gonna be some animosity. There's gonna be some hard hits, and there's gonna be some respect being taken, not given. There's gonna be some respect being taken during that game, one way or another. So we'll see what happens. So one other thing about last week, we saw your boy. You've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now. Nakobe Dean got in the game.
Finally got some
and he balled.
Finally got some bro. I've been waiting for it, man. I've been waiting for it. He's a sideline linebacker, bro. All over the field. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. So we got TJ Edwards on a 1-year deal. We got Kazir White on a 1-year deal, playing phenomenally. That's why Dean couldn't see the field. So put your GM hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sign both of those guys again? Because they're young. Do you sign one of those? Do you sign one of those guys again, or you sign none of those guys again? If you do sign one, who would be the one you would sign?
That's tough.
Yeah.
That is tough. Me being me, I would say bring them both back. You know what I mean? Because injuries are real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't never have enough linebackers, man. Like, some good linebackers. If I got to pick one, I might lean a little more towards Kazir.
Me too. Because he plays better in coverage. In my opinion. And I think Dean can do everything Edwards can do, but I think, like, his ceiling is higher.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Edwards is like the number 3 rated line, like quietly. He's the number 3 rated linebacker per PFF. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, our D ain't no joke, man.
It's no joke. It's no slouch.
We got some hitters.
Yeah, and it's a tragedy that Courtney, my man Courtney Gardner Johnson, is not even in being looked at for Pro Bowl nominations. Like this dude leads the league in interceptions. He's been an animal, and we have to re-sign him too, though. You know,
absolutely,
we gotta re-sign him. That's happening. But who so Epps on a 1 year deal too. So do you keep Epps or Blankenship? If you keep Courtney Johnson, because that's a given, do you keep Epps or Blankenship? Hold on. Do you start? Let's not say keep. Do you start Epps or Blankenship in your opinion?
I mean, I feel like that'll be decided in the off season,
right?
Training camp and all that, because Epps is proven.
He's doing his thing. Yeah, you can't knock him, but
Epps is proven. But Blankenship is showing up, and he's showing that he can ball. So it's like you can't just sleep on him. You know what I'm saying?
You can't sleep on him, right? And I think he might. They like him in there. And that's the other thing. So let's switch subjects real quick. So I was looking at the 2017 team that won the Super Bowl, and I'm looking at this year's team. If you had to choose between the two teams, pound for pound, who you pick, this year or 17, and why?
I picked this year. Okay. I feel like the team as a whole,
right,
is stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like on all levels.
Let's talk about
our passing, our running, the O-line, switch sides, we go to the D-line, our secondary, linebackers, like on all levels, I feel that the team as a whole is more solid than the 17 team.
I'll say this: there's two positions that I would give the 17. Running back, because you had LeGarrette Blount, you had Corey Clement, you had Ajayi, and I think those dudes are like, they'll run over you. I think Miles Sanders is cool, but we don't have that. We don't have that guy.
We don't got that power.
We don't got that power right now. So I'm giving running back, and then I think safeties. You know, even with Courtney Johnson back, we had Malcolm Jenkins and McLeod, and they was like brothers. And those dudes, you know, Jenkins' leadership alone, I think, pays dividends. But if you take out the leadership factor, because I think Jalen's the leader of this team, maybe safety might be a push. But we definitely this year has a better wide receivers. I mean, we got the best defensive lineman still from that 17 team, so on a team with Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, right? The linebackers are better, even though we had Bradham. And who was Michael Kendricks here? Yeah, Kendricks was.
Yeah, Kendricks was here.
Yeah. So, but and then cornerbacks, come on. Let's not even talk about that. You know, we definitely got the better cornerbacks. I think we have the better quarterback. I think Jalen Hurts is better than Nick Foles. And the offensive line, you know, I'm going to go ahead and give that as well to us. I mean, to 2022, because Jason Peters got hurt that year, you know, and now we got a starting left tackle playing right now. So I'm taking the 22 team over the 17 team right now as well. So I'm with you on that. And the wide receivers. Again, come on, man, that's easy money. AJ Brown,
absolutely
monster.
AJ Brown, Goddard, and Smith, just them three alone. It's like,
I still think Ertz is better than Goddard at 17 and Goddard 22. I'll take Ertz over Goddard. I'm sorry. I'll take Ertz over Goddard. By a lot. Not by a lot. You can't go wrong either way.
That's a debate.
You know? Yeah, you can't go wrong either way.
Because Goddard,
that was the year he surpassed your boy, Jason Witten. Like, he had a career year that year. You know what I'm saying?
True. Goddard's yards after catch, though, bro. He
a beast. Ertz couldn't do that. You know what? Goddard, even when Ertz was here, when they used to run tight end screens, they never ran the Ertz. They always were running the Goddard. So Goddard, Yak, and then you got Quez Watkins, who's, you know, he's a problem. Kenneth Gainwell. You know, if we look at, you know, Darren Sproles was hurt that year. But Corey Clement, he balled in the Super Bowl, though. I don't know. Clement was he was an unsung hero back in that Super Bowl, because he had some rough runs too. So yeah, I'm with you. I'll take 22 over 17, and we'll get into that a little bit later. So just for y'all to know, I got my plans to have, you know, we're gonna do another pod probably on Friday, and we're gonna have some Giants fans up here because they always in my ear. So I want to let them be on stage. Like, don't just say it to me. Say it in front of everybody that, and then send that to your people so they can hear you talk like a dummy. When you talk, you throwing rocks at the throne, bro. Like y'all, what I mean, we doing this thing. So last thing, real quick, OBJ, right?
Right.
Dallas. So the Bills bring him in. The Giants bring him in. Right. He had the Mavericks game with Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs. They doing all this pageantry thing. Like it's foreseen that, they signing him. Okay, come on. You know what I mean? I'm not scared, whatever. They signing him. Then it comes out today that the Cowboys didn't offer him a deal because they're nervous about his knee. So two things with that. Number one, and they said, Cowboys didn't say that, but Ed Werder, reported that happened, right? Why are you looking this man's health to other people? Number one, that's a HIPAA violation. I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out there. He has a lawsuit probably because you cost me money, really, because that's private information that unless you were in the exam room, you wouldn't know about. But now that's in the air, right? So you cost me money. Number two, with Odell going through that and seeing how they treated him, do you think Odell is feeling some type of way like F the Cowboys because all this and all? Because the Bills ain't saying nothing about his knee. The Giants ain't saying nothing about his knee. He visited both of them and went through the same process, right? But when he visited Cowboys, are y'all using him as a scapegoat like Jerry Jones just want to say, okay, I don't want to sign him, and this is the reason why? And to be honest with you, they really don't need OBJ. They need a cornerback because they just lost Anthony Brown for the season. They're down, to their fourth-string cornerback, and that's going to be the Achilles heel. Watch what I tell you. And he did get injured due to his Achilles. Hope he gets healthy, but that's going to be the Achilles heel. You know what I'm saying? If I'm Odell, there's no way in hell I'm ever going to sign with the Cowboys because y'all just did me dirt. Am I feeling too strong? Am I feeling too strongly about that?
I mean, you got a point. I mean, I feel like they definitely, put it out there. Like it was his choice, I believe. Like Odell, I guess they wanted him to work out, and Odell was like, no workouts. It's all vibes right now. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? I'm just trying to catch the vibe and see what it's like, see what the chemistry is like and all that.
Right.
And Jerry Jones was like, well, I'm trying to see you work out because
I got to put money into it.
That's a big investment. Yes. I got to make sure
I get it
straight.
I get it. Man.
So it's like, I get both sides. You feel
me? I don't think you putting the information out there about his health, though. Like, if you didn't want to sign him, that's one thing. Hey, it wasn't good for us at this point. We're going to revisit it later. That's all you got to say. But when you talk about this man's injury and you put it out in the air, that basically is driving down his value. So are you playing a chess game where now all the other teams are going to shoot away from you now? You got to come back and on your knees and beg Dallas to sign you. Is that the game they're trying to play? Because that's how I take it a little bit.
I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like, obviously when it comes to business, Jerry Jones knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, keep on.
I just feel like Odell knows his knee. You feel me?
Of course.
I feel like if he wasn't trying to work out, maybe he knows he's not ready, or maybe he knows he is ready, and maybe he's like, nah, when I work out when I want to work out. You know what I mean? For who I want to work out for, whatever. Right. Because I know that when it's go time,
it's gonna be go time.
Go. You feel me? So maybe
But still, Jess, all I'm saying is this: like that ruins a relationship for me. Like even if he's not ready right this second. So there was another article that came out that Micah Parsons said OBJ told him that he'll be ready for the first game of the playoffs. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, get right, rehab, do whatever you got to do, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like I don't want to play for y'all because y'all messing with my money, bro. Like for real, all in all, you messing with my money. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna jump off of this, and I said it a couple weeks ago, and people were looking at me crazy. You remember I said like, what would be crazy? If Howie Roseman just pulled the rug underneath all these things and just made it sign OBJ. So my man Mike Florio, they call him Nostradamus in some places because a year ago he said OBJ was a free agent. He said watch the Rams, and the Rams signed him, right? This year he says, last year I said when OBJ was a free agent, watch the Rams. This year I'm saying watch the Eagles. Do we want him? It's number one. I don't think we need him. Do we want him?
I would say no.
Why?
Because one, I don't know what all the stuff that comes with him. I know he's a little different. He's a
He
little more
chill.
mature now and all that.
Okay, give him
But
grace. Give him
It's
grace.
still
Justin.
it's
You gonna talk
still
about
it's
old
still
shit.
OBJ, bro.
What?
The
It ain't
shit
Tim
that comes
Tebow,
with him.
bro. It ain't
I
Mike
get
Vick
that.
coming from the goddamn
But
jail.
look
Ain't
at him
Deshaun
now.
Watson.
Look at him now.
That's
He just
just
got
a
kicked
knee
off a
thing.
plane. He just got kicked off a plane because he didn't want to put on the seatbelt. You know what I'm saying? Now he's in the news because he ain't want to work out and all this and the other. It's like, I just feel like it's a lot that comes with him. You know what I'm saying? And then two, on top of that, we just gave AJ a Husky deal. We're gonna have to give Devontae
We gotta
a
give him a
Husky
deal though. Like, let's just say a run for the playoffs because now he's feeling jaded. You know what I'm saying? Just put it this way. Let's just connect the dots a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. So you go out to Dallas, you go to the Mavericks game, and you sit beside Trey Diggs. You sit beside Micah Parsons. You make this whole pageant, and the world sees it. They're in the Mavericks game, and the crowd is shouting, OBJ, OBJ. And this get used like this. So now, let's put it together. Like, so now all the teams are like, listen, we want to see you get a full recovery. You're not going to make it, like, you're not going to play in the regular season. But, you know, whatever the dollar, let's say he wants $500,000 per game. Okay, cool. We go to playoffs. That's all I give him listen, I'll give you $1 million per game. How about that? The more games you play, because we get a bye, that means 3 more games. So you give him $3 million for this little stint. You know what I'm saying? If we could work him in the system, okay, cool. But then, the fact that the catalyst to me is revenge. Revenge is a dish best served cold. And if the Super Bowl and the NFC goes through Philly, it's gonna be cold in the mud. And just to see OBJ, Eagles, Dallas, NFC Championship, and see OBJ ride on them boys, I'll pay money for that, Jay. I'll pay money for that, Jay. Just because what comes with it. They make you feel a little different. It's a little different vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more to it now. There's more skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? And Quez Watkins hurt right now. So, I mean, we probably could put him in the game, but do we need him? No. Absolutely not. We still could win it without him. But I think him and Jalen will get along, number one, because Jalen got the charisma to make anybody like, all right, we're going to do this. And then on top of that, he has extra motivation being that he got done dirty in the media. Y'all made a spectacle of me. Y'all gonna take me to the Mavericks game, have your whole crowd calling me OBJ, and then talking about my knee? Don't offer me a deal? Don't say, not even if you offer me a futures deal, whatever, you didn't offer me a deal and you let me leave. So now I got like, all right. And you know what he said? I will, OBJ, he put out, I will return to greatness. What better time than the playoffs, baby? What better time than the playoffs? And we got money, you know what I'm saying? And plus, for him, on his perspective, he gets on a hot team. Let's say he has 3 games. Let's say he gets a total of 8 catches, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. You put that on your resume for next year. This is a preview for what's to come. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I like it.
Okay.
I like it. I like the picture that you paint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Personally,
you don't like OBJ anyway, though. You don't like him, bro.
I feel like he's a diva, but
yeah,
most wide receivers are.
That's a fact.
So they say. You know what I'm saying? But
he a dog though.
Yeah, I mean, you can't deny his talent, man.
You can't deny his talent.
He definitely is a different caliber of player.
Even if he's out there as just to drive the defensive game plan for him, he's a distraction.
Fact.
If nothing else, if we were a 4 wide receiver set, right? You got 5 on the line. All right, that's 9. Put Dallas out there, that's 10. And then we got my man Jalen. If you got a 4 wide set with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and OBJ, what are you gonna do?
Get scored on?
What you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do?
Facts.
You about to feel this all up in you. No Vaseline. You better get this. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing you could do. So,
facts, that's a whole fact.
You know what I mean? And I think that I don't think it will happen, but if it does happen, I'm okay with it. That's the best way I can put it. I'm okay with it.
I mean, yeah, you be okay with it. I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna turn it.
As long as the money's cool. Like no longer. Unless it's a team-friendly deal. But yeah, okay. So like, who's the MVP other than Jalen Hurts? If you had to pick another MVP in the NFL, who's the MVP other than Jalen? Because that's who I think the front runner is. Is it Patty? Is it Josh? Is it Michael Parsons? I know that.
I mean, defensive.
No, I'm saying MVP, but like Michael Parsons.
MVP period.
Michael Parsons. I mean, they never get Micah. He could be like unrealistically. You know what I mean? Like as far as best players in the game, Micah, you got to talk about him.
Yeah. I mean, you can't, like Justin you said, you can't sleep on Justin Jefferson. You can't sleep on Pat. You can't sleep on Josh.
What about Joe Burrow?
I mean, he's coming on late. Making an argument. He's coming on right now. I mean, he's been looking good. I mean, it's a couple people that you probably can make a good argument for. But I honestly, personally feel like it's going to be Jalen, bro. Like it's got to be.
It needs to be. Like on some, it definitely has to be like Jagged Edge. You know, I don't know. You remember that song? It got to be. Yeah, it got to be. It got to be Jalen Edge right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing his 1-2. He's doing his numbers. So like as far as so when it comes down to it, and the NFC, give me your actually know what NFL. Give me your power rankings. Who's your top 5 teams in the NFL? Period. 1 through 5.
Top 5.
Number 1 through 5, and you got a number. I know number 1's the Eagles, but
number 1 definitely the Eagles.
That's mine too. So number 2.
Number 2, I probably would say the Bills.
Okay.
3, I say the Chiefs.
Okay.
4 and 5. It's either going to be the Bengals.
Right.
It's either going to be the Bengals and the Vikings, or the Bengals and the boys.
Yeah. So which one is it? And don't do it with your heart because it's too hard to do it with your heart. Ain't gonna let the boys be up here. But like,
facts.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I probably would say the Bengals and the Vikings.
Okay. My top 5: number 1, the Eagles. Number 2, the Cowboys. Number 3, the Bills. Number 4,
Cowboys. Number 2.
Yep. I got to, man. Like, listen, the Cowboys. To be honest with you, bro, like they don't have much holes. We just better than them. You know what I'm saying? But like on some real stuff, they don't really. Well, you know what? They just lost a cornerback, so that might change up. We'll see what happens. But they don't got to play nobody. So,
I always knew you was a Cowboy fan.
Here we go to nonsense.
Here we go to nonsense.
That's why I said don't speak with your heart. Speak with your mind.
Cowboys is number 2 in the league.
Who else? You put the Chiefs just lost. The Chiefs just lost.
So the Cowboys is better than the Bills.
In my opinion, if I put them on a field right now, right this second,
the Cowboys is beating the Bills
on a neutral field. I don't know.
In the Super Bowl.
I don't know. You're changing my mind. All right, number 1, Eagles. Number 2, Bills. Number 3, Cowboys. Number 4, Chiefs. And number 5, the Vikings. That's me. Vikings 10-2. They don't get a lot of respect, but they 10-2, bro. They only lost 2 games.
They don't get respect because of their quarterback, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody respect Cousins.
Nobody respect Cousins. Yeah, you're right about that. But Cowboys definitely deserve to be in the top 5, and I can't wait till we smack them down. But you gotta give credit to what credit's due. I mean, I think besides us, they're the second. Are they not the second hottest team in the league right now? When the last time they lost? Oh, you know what? They did lost to Aaron Rodgers. Didn't we beat Aaron Rodgers? We beat Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. So, we'll see, man. I do like I said, at the end of the day, this is a bird game. You know, and there's no reason.
How we both leave off the Niners? They got the best D in the league.
They got a third, but they got the quarterback, bro. Garoppolo's gone. I can't put him on the 5. I can't put him on the 5 with the last pick of the draft starting. You got to show me like Stephen A. say on the show, the list is fluid. It's fluid. You know what I'm saying? That could change. But like, if I had to bet right now that the 49ers, and me and Maul was talking about this, I got the Seahawks win that division. Right now, I got the Seahawks winning that division over the 49ers. The 49ers don't have they don't have a quarterback. Geno's been bought. Like, you know what? Geno could be in the MVP conversation too if it wasn't so laughable. You know, Jesse. But like I said before, you know, this team is bonkers. This team is nuts. There's not a better team in the NFC right now. There's not a better team in the NFL. And Jalen Hurts is your MVP. Hate it or love it, the underdogs.